History has seen countless ruthless kings. Some conquered nations, some murdered rivals, some destroyed entire dynasties. But only one English king became infamous for executing two of his own queens. His name was Henry VIII. His 6 marriages transformed England forever. They split England from the Roman Catholic Church, destroyed centuries of religious tradition, led to executions, betrayals, political conspiracies, and the birth of one of England's greatest monarchs. How did a charismatic Renaissance prince become one of history's most feared husbands? This is the extraordinary story of Henry VIII and the wives who changed England. When Henry became king in 1509, England celebrated. Unlike his cautious father, Henry VII, the young king was athletic, handsome, intelligent, and popular. He spoke several languages. He composed music. He hunted daily. Foreign ambassadors described him as one of Europe's most impressive rulers. Soon after becoming king, Henry married Catherine of Aragon, the Spanish princess who had previously been married to Henry's older brother, Arthur. The marriage appeared ideal, but tragedy repeatedly struck. Several pregnancies ended in miscarriage or infant death. Only one surviving child reached adulthood. Mary By. Henry became convinced England needed a legitimate male heir to avoid another civil war. Everything changed when Henry fell in love with Anne Boleyn. Unlike many ladies at court, Anne refused to become the king's mistress. She insisted on marriage. Henry sought an annulment from the Pope. Pope Clement VII refused, partly because Catherine's nephew, Charles V, held considerable political influence. Henry responded by breaking with Rome. Parliament passed laws declaring the king, not the Pope, the head of the Church in England. This became the foundation of the Church of England. Anne became queen in 1533. She soon gave birth to Princess Elizabeth I. Henry expected a son. Instead, miscarriages followed. Political enemies gained influence. In 1536, Anne was arrested and charged with adultery, incest, and treason. She was tried before a jury of nobles. Most modern historians regard the accusations as highly doubtful and likely politically motivated. Anne was convicted. Henry ordered her execution. Unlike most executions in England, he brought in a skilled French swordsman. On May 19, 1536, Anne Boleyn was beheaded inside the Tower of London. She became the first English queen executed by order of her husband. Only 11 days later, Henry married Jane Seymour. Jane finally delivered what Henry had wanted for decades: a healthy prince, the future Edward VI. Celebrations swept England, but happiness was short-lived. Jane died from complications following childbirth. Henry mourned her deeply. She was the only wife buried beside him. Henry's 4th wife was Anne of Cleves. The marriage was arranged for political reasons. Henry disliked the match almost immediately. Contrary to later popular myths, there is little contemporary evidence that he called her the Flanders mare. The marriage was peacefully annulled. Anne remained in England with property, income, and the honorary title of the king's beloved sister. She outlived Henry. Henry's 5th wife, Catherine Howard, was young and lively. Within 2 years, evidence emerged that she had concealed previous relationships and was accused of adultery during her marriage. Under Tudor law, such allegations against a queen were treated as treason because they cast doubt on the legitimacy of any future heirs. Catherine was condemned. On February 13, 1542, she was executed at the Tower of London. She became the 2nd queen executed during Henry's reign. Henry's final wife was Catherine Parr. Educated and politically astute, she acted as regent while Henry campaigned in France. She helped reconcile Henry with his daughters Mary and Elizabeth. At one point, religious disagreements nearly led to her arrest, but she successfully defended herself. When Henry died in 1547, Catherine Parr became the only one of his wives to outlive him. Henry VIII's marriages changed the course of British history. His desire for a male heir helped trigger the English Reformation. His break with Rome permanently altered the relationship between church and state. His daughters, Mary the Ray and Elizabeth I, would each leave their own profound mark on English history. Henry's reign also became a cautionary tale about the dangers of concentrating political, religious, and judicial power in a single ruler. The famous rhyme still summarizes the fate of his 6 wives: divorced, beheaded, died, divorced, beheaded, survived. Yet behind those 6 words lie stories of ambition, faith, political intrigue, and human tragedy that continue to fascinate historians more than 450 years later. If you enjoyed this documentary, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more in-depth documentaries on British history, royal dynasties, and the events that shaped the modern world. Thank you for watching.